Hey everybody, this is just a little review about the Walther P99, made by Karl Walther in Germany. It's imported by Smith & Wesson. Also, the same people import the P22s and the PK380s. Now, this gun is by far my favorite pistol I've ever shot. It's by Concealed Carry. It's an extraordinarily accurate pistol at 50 yards. I have about inch and a half groupings at 50 yards if I take my time. I'm talking about, a good couple second shots. Rapid fire, it's still pretty darn good. Now, the main reason that I love this pistol is the fact it has a hair trigger. Not on that first shot, but after it's been racked back. And this is, I'll actually point this out too. Here's the decocker. Even if you have a bolt in the chamber, just that will rack it back. The trigger will come back this much, it'll click, and then that's the single action. But anyways, from here you'll feel it come back, and you really don't feel the breaking point, except you just kind of feel it come back where there's just a little bit of pressure resistance, and then just like that. It has, bar none, I mean, it's just the best trigger I've ever felt in a pistol, and I've shot a lot of pistols. Now, part of that, I'm going to open it up here. Part of that is due to the spring system it has in the back. I'm not going to bother explaining this because a million little parts moving in there. And then the setup of the firing pin right here too. Yeah, it's just really unique how it's set up. I mean, it's just like any handgun, of course. It has basic spring and basic setup, but this is just, it's very unique how that's set up compared to your traditional hammer, and then it falls and strikes the firing pin. It's very unique on that aspect. Couple other facts about this gun is, of course, it has the ambi both sides, magazine release right here. Then it also has the slide release, of course, and it does not have a safety. Does that make it a very unsafe pistol? Hell no. It has a decocker right here, but the trigger pull, I'm not sure on the exact, but the trigger pull, if you have this in a holster, there's no way it's going to go off if you have a round in the chamber, unless you really pull. So it is definitely a safe pistol for concealed carry. And great thing about concealed carry, if there's a bullet in the chamber, rack it back just that shade, you got just your barely trigger pull there. So comes with a standard 15 round mag, and the neat thing about this is it's one of the only couple pistols that accepts 33 round mags. I mean, definitely a neat thing about it. Now, everybody knows Glocks because Glock, everyone knows the whole high cat mags with them, but the neat thing about Walther also is that they also have a really high cat mag, something fun, just bring out to the range, mess around with, maybe shoot up an old accessory appliance of some sort. But the Walther in general is just an amazing pistol, and it also has the interchangeable back straps, which is just simply taking the pin out here and then a couple different sizes. So, which Glock stole in their Gen 4 design. So, and also one thing I really gotta mention, this is probably part of the reason why it's so accurate, but the barrel, it isn't bent, but how the barrel and everything's set up, it actually bends in, as you can see. And then I'll do a slow pull back. You see how it bends back into place. I think that has something to do with the recoil and the accuracy, because it does have less recoil than most guns, but there's also the fact the bottom receiver is all polymer, and then the top is steel. It's a very, very lightweight pistol for the size, and they even make a compact model of it, which is even less weight, which this thing, I mean, it's like a Glock, but a little bit lighter. So don't really know what else to say. Your indicator for hammer is the red there, and once it's decocked, there's no red. Bullet indicator in chamber, this will come out and there'll be a red mark there. Sorry, it'll be right there, but there's not chambered round. So besides that, I mean, it's a classic. I mean, it's been in many Bond movies. Don't really know what else to say, but if you ever get your chance, definitely get one. I also will say there's the AS, which means anti-stress, and then there's the QA, quick action. If you're ever going to get one, get the AS. The quick action is more or less the very unsafe version of it because it doesn't have that very long trigger pull where it takes a lot of pressure to pull it. The QA does not have that. So, and then like I said, after that first time it's racked, whether it's that much or just, just a little, it'll have that very hair trigger. So the QA just has a hair trigger, which again is nice, but this AS is definitely the way to go on that. So, well, I'm not gonna go on and on about it, but I got a couple of videos of it otherwise where 50 yards, 15 rounds, pop, 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 just nailing the 50-yard target like nothing. So, but yep, it's a very nice, very accurate pistol, and it's chambered in 9mm and 40. So, if it made this in 45, I'd buy it like that. But all right. Any more questions, feel free to ask.